You've tried again and again, and every time you fail. Not at meditation, at believing you're doing it right. You sit, close your eyes, and within minutes, your mind becomes a war zone. Thoughts colliding, memories surfacing, that thing you said 3 years ago that still burns, the deadline tomorrow, the text you haven't answered. Your chest tightens. You open your eyes, defeated, and think, I'm terrible at this. I'll never get it. Here's what no one tells you. You're not failing, but you're measuring the wrong thing entirely. Most of us judge meditation by what shows up in our mind. If it's quiet, we're winning. If it's chaos, we're losing. But there's a teaching that changes everything. A distinction so subtle, most people practice for years and never see it. And by the end of this reflection, you'll understand why your hardest meditation sessions might have been your best ones all along. This teaching comes from Wallace, a meditation master who spent years training with Tibetan teachers and now bridges ancient wisdom with modern understanding. He once said, there are always two things to consider: what your mind is bringing to you and what you are bringing to your mind. What your mind brings, the storm, the silence, the boredom, the restlessness. You don't control that. It's just weather passing through. What you bring, your presence, your gentleness, your refusal to abandon yourself, that's the practice. That's the part that transforms you. That's where freedom lives. Today, we invite ourselves to settle into this understanding and recognize that meditation isn't about controlling the mind. It's about how we meet it. This contemplation offers a quiet space to understand how to return to what's already here, the awareness that watches it all. What you've been searching for might no longer feel separate from you. Let's begin. Imagine waking up with a fever, body aching, head pounding. You reach for medicine on your nightstand, then stop yourself and think, I'm too sick for medicine right now. I'll take it when I feel better. Absurd, right? Yet this is exactly what we do with our practice. The day comes when your mind is most disturbed. Work destroyed you. Someone's words cut deep. Your whole nervous system hums with electricity, alive and trembling with energy. You sit down to meditate. 2 minutes in, you give up. You think, forget it. My mind is too messy. I can't do this today. So you get up, you check your phone, turn on something, anything, to distract yourself from the noise inside. And in that moment, you've refused the medicine precisely when you needed it most. Here's the truth most people miss entirely. Your meditation was never supposed to be evaluated by the content of your thoughts. It's evaluated by the quality of your attention, by what you're bringing to the moment, not by what the moment is bringing to you. Some days, your mind will throw 1,000 thoughts at you. Stones, mud, entire stories you didn't ask for. That's what the mind is bringing. You didn't invite it. You can't stop it. It's simply what's arising in this moment. But what are you bringing? Are you bringing patience? Are you bringing presence? Are you returning, breath by breath, not because your mind is quiet, but because you're choosing not to be carried away by the current? That's the practice, not the absence of thought, the refusal to abandon yourself when the storm arrives. Many thoughts come, many thoughts go. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just how things are. But if you're carried away by those thoughts, that's distraction. This is the shift. This is the moment everything changes. You're not here to control what arises. You're here to transform how you meet it. This distinction will change your entire relationship with practice, because suddenly there are no bad sessions anymore. Only sessions where the mind brought chaos and you brought kindness. Sessions where the mind brought restlessness and you brought steadiness. Sessions where the mind brought nothing at all and you brought attention anyway. You see, meditation isn't a performance. It's not something you get good at the way you get good at running or playing an instrument. There's no mastery to achieve, no finish line to cross, only this returning, again and again. It's more like learning to sit in the rain without running for shelter. At first, every drop feels unbearable. You flinch, you contract, you want it to stop. But over time, you realize the rain isn't the problem. Your resistance to it is. And one day, you sit in the storm, and you're just there, present, awake, not fighting it, not fleeing from it. That's mastery, not controlling the weather, meeting it without fear. So, let me ask you something, and I really want to know, when was the last time you sat down to meditate on your hardest day? Have you ever told yourself, I'm too anxious to meditate right now, too tired, too distracted, my mind is screaming, so I'll wait until it calms down? Have you done this too? Be honest with yourself, because if you have, you're not alone. We all have. But here's what shifts everything. It's on the days when your mind is most unbalanced that you most need to meditate, because the mind is like a muscle. Notice this. The moment you stop fighting your mind, peace begins, not because the storm ends, but because you stopped being afraid of the rain. It doesn't grow strong when things are easy. It grows strong when you train it under pressure, when you meet disturbance with steadiness, when you bring calm to chaos, not because the chaos disappears, but because you stop being afraid of it. And here's what happens over time. The mind becomes flexible, resilient, spacious enough to hold whatever arises without breaking, without grasping, without running. It transforms into something genuinely useful for living, not just for sitting on a cushion. In modern life, we've been trained to optimize everything: productivity, performance. Even our inner lives become another project to perfect. We approach meditation the same way. I need to get better at this. I need to clear my mind. I need to achieve enlightenment or peace or whatever I think this is supposed to give me. But awareness isn't a skill you perfect. It's a space you return to. And the moment you stop trying to control what arises and start focusing on how you meet it, everything shifts. Think about it. When you're stressed, your body tenses, your breath shortens, your thoughts accelerate. All of that is what your mind and body are bringing to you in this moment. But what if you brought softness into that tension? What if you brought one conscious breath into that contraction? What if you let the body release just a little, even while the storm rages inside? That's not bypassing the stress. That's meeting it skillfully. That's medicine. And there's science behind this. There's a part of your brain, researchers call it the default mode network, that never stops talking. It narrates your life, judges, plans, relives yesterday, rehearses tomorrow. But something shifts when you meditate, not because you silence that voice, but because you stop giving it all your attention. You stop being hijacked by every thought that drifts through. You become the space where thoughts appear and dissolve, rather than the thoughts themselves. You become the sky, not the weather. Let that sink in. Enough words. Let's feel it now. Let's practice this together right now. Whether you're sitting or lying down, it doesn't matter. Close your eyes if you'd like. First, just notice what your mind is bringing to you in this moment. Maybe it's restlessness. Maybe it's calm. Maybe it's a voice saying, "This won't work." Whatever it is, just notice it. Don't judge it. Don't try to fix it or change it. That's what's arising. You didn't choose it. It's just here. Now, what will you bring? On your next exhale, let your body release completely. Let the shoulders drop like stones. Let the jaw soften. Let the belly go. Feel the weight of your body sinking into whatever supports you. The chair, the bed, the floor. Don't pull the breath in. Don't force anything. Just let it return on its own naturally, like a wave coming back to shore. Exhale. Release everything. Inhale. Awareness returns. Now here's the key. As you exhale, feel the exact moment when the breath ends. That stillness. That pause before the inhale arrives. Rest there for just a second. That's the space. That's where awareness lives. Breathe like this for a few more moments. Each breath, a choice, not to control what arises, but to meet it with presence and gentleness. Now, slowly, when you're ready, bring your awareness back. How do you feel? Maybe your mind is still busy. Maybe it quieted a little. Either way, ask yourself this. Did I bring presence to this moment? Did I meet my mind with kindness, even for just a few breaths? If the answer is yes, that was a good session, even if your mind was a hurricane the entire time, because you brought the medicine. Here's how you carry this into your daily life. Before a difficult conversation at work, take 3 breaths, not to calm yourself down, though that might happen, but to practice bringing presence to whatever you're about to face. On a sleepless night, when your mind won't stop spinning, lie in bed and do exactly what we just did. Don't try to force sleep. Just bring softness to your body and awareness to your breath. Let that be enough. In traffic, in line at the store, in the middle of an argument with someone you love. Ask yourself, what is my mind bringing right now? And what can I bring in response? You'll be amazed at how much power lives in that simple question, because most of us spend our entire lives reacting. Thought comes, we chase it. Emotion arises, we drown in it. But the moment you recognize that you have a choice, not about what arises, but about how you meet it, everything changes. You stop being a victim of your own mind. You become its keeper. The purpose of this training isn't just to feel calm or peaceful, though that may come. It's deeper. It's about relieving the internal causes of suffering, the habits of grasping, resisting, judging, and cultivating the internal causes of genuine well-being, the kind that doesn't depend on circumstances, but remains steady no matter what arises. And that kind of peace, doesn't come from perfecting your meditation. It comes from practicing it imperfectly, again and again, with kindness and patience. The mind can become strong and resilient through training, not by forcing it into silence, but by refining how you meet whatever arises. That's the teaching. That's the medicine. And it's always available, even on your worst days, especially on your worst days. So the next time you sit down to practice and your mind is a wreck, don't get up. Don't call it a failure. Don't wait until you feel better to begin. Just ask, what am I bringing right now? And then bring it. Gentleness, presence. Bring the medicine again and again and again. That's the practice. That's what changes everything. If this reflection opened something in you, don't rush away. Stay a while. Let the silence complete what the words began. If you'd like more of these contemplations, we'll be here, waiting in the quiet. Until then, remember this: you are not what arises. You are the space in which it all appears. Rest there